right, I wanted to give a quick demonstration of how to use the Voitrai Logger software in a real-world situation. So here's an example of how I use it at my station WBNJ to transcribe and log summaries and transcripts for our program, the LBI Region Report. So just like anything else, you click in the middle of the screen. It's going to browse to the folder. So I'm going to pick a past show that I have not transcribed yet, and I click open. As you can see, it is uploading to our servers, and it is in the process of transcribing. Okay. Any moment now, once the transcription is complete, we will see our transcription appear and the summary and title automatically filled in for us based upon the instructions we gave it in the settings section. So right now we can see transcribing chunk 2, and it should go on 3 and 4 because this is a longer file. It'll break it up into chunks and then compile all those chunks back together into one transcription. So chunk 3, and we're watching this in real time as it is taking a half-hour program and dividing it into chunks, then transcribing each individual segment, and boom, there it is. This is real time. We didn't speed this up at all. And there we go. Summer fun on LBI, exciting events, surf flights. Okay. So it took the information that was in the transcription that you'll see here, word for word transcription. And I have my summary here and I can review it. And if I'm happy with the summary, I can then fill in the missing data, which is, this is the LBI region report. And then I can say that this aired on July 25th. And then I can say the hosts were Bill and Lori. And then we can click Save Transcription. Now we're ready to do our next one. We just click Upload once again, and we'll choose our program that aired on 8/4. Same process as before. Upload. What's amazing is that you're watching this in real time, folks. This is how easy it is for me to then take shows that have aired and each week just go in, and it takes me less than 5 minutes to input every show into my system. And you'll see that that process barely took us 2 minutes to do prior to this. So as before, it is chunking the audio into segments, and we're up to 3, and it'll be up to the fourth segment in just a moment. And it is transcribing, and then momentarily it will generate content and then give us that finalized summary and title of our work. Okay, there it is, the full transcription, August Adventures. Okay, I like this title. You know what? Actually, I think I'd like a better title. So I'm going to hit generate again. Embracing some. There we go. So I like that. I'm going to put the name of the show in here again. Okay, and the hosts were Bill and Lori. And as we saw in the file name before, this aired on August 4th. So we'll choose the 4th. And I like my summary. Yes, looks good. And then I click Save. Now, the next step is, this is now in our content library. So here we go, our items. And now this is sorting chronologically. So if you want to go back, it does list things chronologically. So if all of a sudden you're like, where's my transcription? Just go down the list and you'll see that the air date is listed chronologically. So here it is. This is mainly if you need to go in and edit your transcription. You can click edit, and you can go in here and edit your summary, and everything would be there in the content library again. So in this case, we had the air date of August 4th and July 25th. But all the information is here, LBI Region Report. Now let's just say I make a mistake, and you know what? I think I want to delete that. So I can go in here and I can click the delete button and delete a transcription. So we know that August 4th is in here. So now it is getting close to time for me to do my reports for this quarter. So I can go to export data. And then once I am in the export data field, I can choose which quarter I want to download for. So I can choose July through September, Q3, and I click export. Now I'm going to get a file that will now, I'm on a Mac, so it's going to open in numbers, of course, by default. But you'll be able to see that here is the title. Here is all of my different transcriptions. So as you can see, the transcriptions that we just uploaded are right here in our spreadsheet. Now, as we scroll over, we're able to see here's the summary and our creation dates. It even gives us a word count in here as well. Now, you may want to reformat this, so you now have it as a CSV, and you're able to import that into Sheets or into Excel or any of those programs, and you can reformat this however you wish. Now, going back to what we were just working on, if we're looking here, we can also export just by the specific month that the program's aired. So we can export a similar file just for the month of August. And we can see there is our transcription. So again, now we can also go in here and let's just say I want to export just one particular program. So that August 4th program, I can choose that. And maybe I want to export it as a DOCX or a PDF. I click PDF. And now I'm able to see, here is the full transcription, my summary, title, hosts, and air date, all as a separate PDF file that I can now use for either logging for compliance purposes, or if I want to repurpose this content and paste it onto my website or as a podcast description, it is all usable again. Now, let's look at it again. One more option that you can do here is if I want to download just the transcriptions and summaries for the LBI region report, I can click on that. I choose the show and I say export. Now this CSV is only going to show episodes of the LBI region report. And now I can pull all transcriptions and summaries for one particular show. So that's the basics of how you can use it in real world operation. And this is how I use it at my station.